This year the model making students are making a 1/5 scale replica of the cryo chamber from the film Alien. On this module, the model makers are working collaboratively for the first time since they started the course in September.
The collaboration between the model making and the visual effects students has been quite important. You're looking at teamwork, communication, organisation skills, and that's basically because the projects mimic real world.
We're sharing some of the tutorials, so we have VFX students coming down to model making, looking at our work in progress, looking at how we approach the build, and we have model making students also attending screenings, reviews, and looking at the work of the VFX students. What's different with the project this year is that we're focusing on a lot more digital drawing, so more Rhino preparation, more 3D printing, because the set offers us that really challenging opportunity to create repeat shapes. We're also building a 1-to-1 scale section of the piece where we have a student dressed in costume shooting a live action element, which also will be combined in the finished film.
We watched the film, and from that we found a bunch of reference images. We tried to find old blueprints.
We got all the actors' heights and measured them up against the walls. And once we had the measurements, we all went onto CAD and tried to get some structure to it all.
We made white card maquettes of the set and of the different props within it.
After creating the white card model, we moved to the real thing. There was people on the construction of the octagon. There was people on construction of the corridor. People did more stuff on the walls. People did more on the pods.
We used Rhino to find the correct pod shape, which we also worked with VFX on, so we were able to 3D print that.
So yeah, there's the pods, the pod canopies, there's the lining for the pod, there's the base for the pod, then there's the central console, there's the computer that goes with that. We had to do the floor, the wall computers, the wall panels, all the wall pipes. There was the large pipe, the corner pipe, the ceiling pipe, the corridor. There was a lot of cushions, so there was the padding on the corridor walls. There's the electronic panels, there's the lighting panels. There was the ceiling that had to be laser cut.
We've also worked on the lighting and wiring, to casting, fiberglassing, routing. We've built a life-sized replica of one of the pods to lay our main actor into it.
And then we all came back together, painted it all, did a dry fit. We were able to dirty down and add some detail to the sets.
The fabulous thing for me as a tutor is to see the reaction of the students once they start seeing their work on film. Whatever you're making, whether it's a miniature or a prop, once it leaves the workshop, goes into a studio environment and ends up on screen, is something that's incredibly different.
We disassembled the set and brought it over, assembled it on the stage, checked all our wiring to make sure all the lighting was still working.
We brought in 24/7 drama and Take 4D television. We shot it on our own premises in stage 4, had a motion control camera, track and snorkel lens to be able to traverse through the set into close-up sections.
We were on standby to take parts of the set away and fix them. We would reset the set every time before the camera started shooting again.
So another part of the shoot was that we were actually shooting some live action sequences. Matt was feeling quite excited about having his makeup done, getting into costume.
So on set we had a data capture team and a data wrangling team. The data capture team kind of controlled your grey ball and chrome ball and Macbeth charts. That is like a colour chart that we use to calibrate the shots, so that when we go into the post-production, we have as much information as possible.
It was a good opportunity as well. We managed to network with some titans in the industry. And so yeah, it was an awesome experience.
As soon as we're done with the shoot, we spend a lot of time processing all of the footage we've taken. The start of our CG process is the modelling stage. We had to start with the base modelling and topology. We then moved on to look dev, which is more of a texturing, trying to create the look and feel. After that, Me personally, I went on to rigging and animation for the coat, so I needed to hand animate a rig and control its movement.
I was assigned shot 50. It's a one-to-one shot, it's a live action shot in which the model maker, Matt, is inside.
They needed a live action actor when we see someone lying in the pod. That was the biggest piece of acting I've done. I didn't know there'd be quite as many takes for just opening my eyes, but I'm a pro now.
It was really interesting to do that shot because the shot essentially is just Matt inside the pod, but everything that you see that's happening to him, like the nosebleed, the bug in the eye, the veins popping out, all of that is done in comp. And after we finished the compositing process, it includes lighting, it includes getting 2D assets in, it includes a lot of creative passes, and you do a lot of iterations on that. And after you finish that, you essentially get a final product.
So we watched what we call the creative final in the cinema, and I've got to say it's amazing for the amount of work that was required to get it to the level that we all wanted to push it to. So I'm really proud of them.
I think working with the model making students is like a really amazing process that we got to do. I think it's really fun, and one of the main selling points for this course was the collaboration between different departments.
Looking back on the project, I'm really pleased with it. I think we all grew so much, we all worked together really well. I'm just really pleased with the model we've made. I think it looks really great.
I'm so impressed with the end result. Right at the end, everything comes together and all of a sudden you're like, wow, this is really incredible. And if you get on eye level with it and you look in and you really feel like you're there, it's so cool. It's so, so cool.
When I see the students' reaction to seeing their own work on screen, it makes me incredibly proud to witness the incredible amount of hard work and dedication they put into this work. The finished piece is phenomenally high quality. I'm super proud.